Hey guys, John here from Horror Fiend Reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 2008 film April Fool's Day. So without further ado, let's get into it. April Fool's Day from 2008 is a remake of the original film from 1986. And although it's a remake, apparently they didn't quite stick to the original. The movie begins on April 1st, 2007, where a group of friends are throwing a party for their actress friend. The main character, Desiree, has a nemesis named Milan, and she also shows up at the party. Desiree decides to pull a prank on Milan so she can try to ruin her reputation. The plan is to get Milan drunk so that they can record her fooling around with Desiree's brother. However, the plan doesn't quite work out. We find out that Milan got roofied and she ends up having a really bad reaction, which leads to her falling off a balcony and she ends up dying. No one ends up getting blamed for the murder and everyone just goes on with their lives. We then skip ahead to 1 year later to the morning of April 1st, 2008, and Desiree receives a letter telling her to go to Milan's grave at noon. She then finds out that her brother got the same letter, so they decide to go to her grave at the cemetery to check it out. When they get there, the group of friends from the beginning of the movie all show up too, because it turns out that they all got the same letter. And while there, a delivery man shows up with an envelope for them. They open it up, and inside is a letter saying that one of them is guilty for Milan's death. And if that person doesn't confess, they'll all be dead by midnight. Also in the envelope is a laptop showing a video of one of their friends drowning in their pool. The rest of the movie follows Desiree around as she watches one friend after another get murdered. The ending actually has a couple twists and it actually differs greatly from the original movie. Overall, I would say this movie is just okay. First of all, the kills aren't very creative. There really isn't much to say about the kills, to be honest. They're pretty boring and generic for the most part. I kept waiting to see some decent kills, but it just never happened. And the characters are just not very likable. They're really snobby and stuck up, so a lot of people would probably have a hard time relating to them. There also wasn't a whole lot of character development that happened, so they just came off as being very one-sided and boring. Because of this, I didn't really care if they lived or died in the end, to be honest. And also, the cinematography wasn't too great. I don't know what the budget was like for this movie, considering it was a straight-to-DVD movie, but overall, it just wasn't very visually appealing. I kind of felt like I was watching a low-budget TV show most of the time. Something good that I will say about this movie is that the pacing was pretty good. Overall, it was pretty fast-paced and they moved from one kill to the next pretty quickly. So there was always something happening and it never really got boring. And although some of the acting wasn't the greatest, this film does feature the actress Scout Taylor Compton, who is better known for her role in Rob Zombie's remake of the movie Halloween. It was kind of cool to see her in this role, and I think she did a pretty decent job. The one thing that kind of, and I mean kind of, redeemed this movie for me was the ending. And I'm not going to give it away, but it definitely took me by surprise. I kind of had a hunch about what was going to happen at the end of the movie, but then it took a totally different turn that you just would not expect. So the end was pretty fun, and it was definitely the best part of the movie. Even though the ending did raise some questions for me, and it created some plot holes, but I'm not even gonna go there. So overall, this movie was okay. It kind of reminded me of the show Gossip Girl, but with a dark twist. I am glad that I watched this movie, but I probably won't be watching it again anytime soon. I'm gonna give my rating out of 5. For this, I would probably give it a 2 out of 5, to be honest. There was nothing really special about this movie, but if you're looking for something mindless to watch just for fun, this movie might be worth checking out. But it's definitely not my favorite movie of all time, by any means. If you guys have seen this movie, let me know what you think in the comments below. It's been Horror Fiend Reviews, and I'll catch you later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my Twitter and my Instagram. Happy April Fool's Day, folks. I'd like to give a big shout out to Victoria Linoleum, who is the brains behind this operation. This was her idea. She reached out and asked if I wanted to do something fun for April Fool's Day, and I obviously said yes. So I've had a lot of fun making the video, as well as the lead up to this video as well. Definitely go and check out Victoria's channel. I've left a link to her channel in the description below, as well as at the end of this video, so you can go and check her video out as well. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my Twitter and my Instagram down below. And also, just off to the side, I've got one of my friends' YouTube channels there as well if you want to give them a check out. But this has been Horror Fiend Reviews. I've been John, and I'll catch you later.